We are back. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. We are going to do a short little cash game stream this morning. We're not going to play any tournaments. I've been getting busted up. in the tournaments. So we are going to try some cash games, something a little different today. So I'm on a PLO table right now. And we're also going to pull in a no limit hold'em table, so we'll play between the two tables as we get hands. Should be a fun little morning. So let's cut right to it. Let's jump in the action here. PLO. WPT did well in Drew's Derby here. That was last week on ACR if y'all were here. But now we're on to bigger and better things. We're going to pot this here. Limp from small blind. Double suited. Ace, King, Jack, 6. Great start here. I like still betting small on these. I mean, flush draws here possible, but let's go 30 cents here. Quick fold. Let's go. So started with I started with 10 bucks, so we are down about $1 right now. So I did change the audio too. I noticed in our last video that the audio was a little off, so I switched to the headset again. I was just using the we can limp here. Small blind, not ideal. $0.40 from big blind. Got quite a few chips as well. I think we're just going to fold this one. This one here we can run into a lot of trouble. I like the king 6, but the 9 deuce is just, that's all disconnected. And 3 to a suit is never good in this game. So easy one to put in the muck as we would have turned second pair. 9, 6, 7, so an 8 as well would have given us a straight. Again, these hands are very tricky, especially at a position, so. Happy to be an observer. That's my voice. So yeah, we're just going to play for, I don't know, maybe a couple hours, or right around 11 I think we'll play. I am going to jump into a no limit hold'em game as well for everyone who is just about the no limit. We're going to take a seat. Hard to get a seat in the no limit games. Very, very filled up. The PLO is quite easy to get into. Oh, bless me. I had to test my mute skills there. That one snuck up on me really fast. Whew. So some 5 cent, 10 cent. There's a couple of tables that just opened. I don't really want to play the bomb pots because they do get expensive. So I'm just looking for a regular seat. Just looking for a regular seat. We might start with $15. Oh no, I took the seat from me right when I was getting my money. Here we go. 2 of 8 on this table. We'll go 3-handed. It'll fill up relatively quick. Oh yeah, it's already filling up. Ace Jack 6-3. Oh great. Oh my god, that table fills. These tables fill up so fast. Wow. That's bomb pots. I really don't want to do bomb pot. Oh my goodness, man. These tables fill up in this no limit like crazy. Here's another one. Looks like it's just one person. Get to play. Oh no, this is... Man, oh man, these tables are crazy filling up. They fill up so fast. Alright. We are now in no limit hold'em. And we have a gorgeous hand here in PLO. Going to 30 cents here. My 30 cents worth. Not folding this pre-flop. This is a great hand to take post-flop. Folds to us, $1 to call. We're definitely in there. I'm just wondering about, he's so short that maybe we can just get this in pre-flop. This is just such a good hand. I really don't want this $30 stack in there either. So we're just going to click it. We're going to find it real fast. I still think we go broke here. Oh wow, we just flopped the world. Still have our overpair as well. I think we'll just put it in. Flush draw, open-ended. Overpair. Still have some overs as well. Could be in bad shape here. We might need to get there. Oh, worse flushes. You love to see it. Worse flushes. You love to see it. Let's go. Huge pot in PLO. Doubling us up. Love to see it. That was a nice hand. We had the world there. That was a huge flop for us. Kind of between just calling and putting in that little click back there with the 4-bet. I thought that the bigger stack would have folded, but he stuck around. But the flop certainly helped us big time. So I started with a $15 stack, which is 300 big blinds in the no limit hold'em, which I'll pull up now. Here's the no limit hold'em. Just so we have 3 blinds, I thought it would be better just to be a little bit deeper. Haven't picked up any hands yet. I think we're waiting for the blinds, so we'll skip back over to the PLO. And we're just checking here. Queen 772 in the big blind. Could have potentially raised this, but it's still such a borderline hand that I'm not really super psyched about it. Just gonna fold. Just gonna fold. No real way to improve unless we hit that 7, so just gonna get out of the way. There'll be a lot of limping in these PLO games. Ace, Jack, 8, 7, 3 to the diamonds, but we're going to be in there for a limp. See how aggressive this player is on our left. They seem to be willing to put in money when other people aren't. We'll check here. Back door is working. Not much else going on. Just chilling. I hate these 3 to a suit, but given the situation with the small blind and just having to put in a couple extra pennies. Alright, rid of there. We'll be the observers in this hand. Just picked up my first hand in no limit. There's we had 8-5 offsuit. Strong way to start the no limit. Good easy folds. On the button here, this is a great hand on the button. I'm just going to call. Oh my goodness, I have a beautiful little squeeze opportunity in no limit here. Just wondering what sizing to make it. Oh shit, I folded by accident. I was trying to figure out my sizings and ran out of time. Maybe a little quicker. No spades, but we turn top set. We get the pot size bet out here. There are some straights that get there. Whoa. There are some straights that get there. Don't think I can fold. Not with top set. I mean, we're beating all the other worst sets here. 5. We block the straight so heavily that... Oh, we have top boat now. Pocket 3s would be a disaster, chat. But we got to run that risk. Not going to worry about it now. They both check. That makes me wonder... I think I just want to go small and try and extract some value. Oh, he did have a set of 4s as well, so with the 7-5. Good little bit of value there. Could have probably went a hair bigger. I don't think he's going to fold about. Huge hand here. Best one we've seen by far. Except for maybe the jacks was pretty good too. It was a little more connected. This is still fairly well connected, but we like to be nutted with the... We like to be nutted, but this is nutted. Top set here. This hitting sets. Hitting sets and PLO. Easy game. Not a great turn card though. I'm not super thrilled with this. I think I'm still going to put money in this pot. Call me crazy. I think he would have bet flop if he had any kind of a stab at this, and then we can just get some values from the draw. The King of Hearts is a bit of a troublesome card because we kind of want them to have that. Ace Jack 5-4 are certainly tempting, especially short-handed here. I'm just going to go for it. We're going to find out how aggressive this table is. We got a newcomer to the table. We still have an open seat here as well. Going to play at a position which is not ideal in PLO. It's kind of the worst thing that we did not want to have happen. Still got a phenomenal flop here though. Top trips. Start with a check. I like check calling here. There's almost no draws. They're not going to call a check raise. Once we check raise in PLO, it's kind of the... Check raising in PLO is tricky because it's so hard to find value. We still have trips. He could have a 9 that he checked back. This is not a boat in PLO. This is still just trips. So we lose to the 9. Obviously we lose to some... Yeah, basically just a 9. Off we go. There's some big pots being played in the no limit. A lot of money being splashed around right now. We haven't got many hands to try and get in there and battle with. Gut shot. We do have one club, but again, another hard one to improve on. We're very specifically looking for that 9. I don't think. I mean, this is really tempting though, because he's giving us such a great price, but I don't know. I think we'll just fold there. Let it go. King, Queen, 5-3. These ones here I really prefer raising. I don't like limping these ones. I think we get enough folds. And it's a strong enough hand that we can just play post-flop. I just don't like limping here. I'd rather raise and push the action. 5-3. Just enough backdoors here, basically. I don't want to put any money in on the flop. See what he does here. See what kind of a price we're going to get to hit our backdoors. Wow, that is a great card. Very, very sneaky straight. And we have the redraw to the flush, like literally one of the best cards. Probably the best card in the deck. Is the best card in the deck. No action though, unfortunately. What a sick turn. Running hot in the PLO. No limit hold'em, well, that's a different story. We'll go max here, especially on the button. Great looking hand. I think other positions I'm still doing this, but the button is obviously the best one. Basically with this flop. Definitely some king X out there, especially from the player that limped in. They're going to lead right out at it, to my chagrin. To my chagrin. Ooh. Okay. Get to see the hands here. Sixes. And the flush. Sixes and a flush. I don't know what to do in this hold'em game. I'm just basically folding. I gotta find some hands here soon, chat, but man, it seems like most of the hands at Showdown are ones that are top of range, so I don't think I'm doing anything wrong by just staying out of it. We'll take a short little break here at about 10:15 for about 5 minutes, and then we'll jump back in. Short little stint, and then we'll go till about 11 o'clock after we come back from our little break. We're going to check this one. This is fine. We get to play in position here. Small pot as well. This is kind of like limit hold'em vibes, but in PLO, because we could have raised this out of the big blind, especially being in position. But it's just kind of nice to play a small pot. We don't have to commit a bunch of chips on not a great hand, but certainly a decent one that's playable in position. But we have no way to really improve here. Double flush draws on board. I mean, we've got a couple of those cards, but nothing that really suits me for putting any more money in. A lot of limping here. As we see a raise. I'm just going to fold. I know it's a good ace. I just end up in more trouble than what it's worth in those situations. So far, so good in PLO. We're up about $22. No limit hold'em, we're down about 60 cents, 80 cents now, I guess. Right around $1. So not too bad. That was pretty much how we started in PLO when we picked up those two big hands. Could have found a little more value there, though, I think, in that one. Just went for the small bet because I knew that I was going to get called, so. Kind of a different mindset you need to be in with cash games as opposed to tournaments. For tournaments, I'd really want to just get as many chips as I could. Where in cash games, it's like I'll just get a little bit of thin value. It's just pure money in the pocket, so. Joey, let's go. Yeah, I'm taking on the great game. I've been playing a bit of cash and online, just small stakes, and it's pretty fun. I'm not going to lie. I've been enjoying it. I've been so focused on tournaments for so many years now that to play in some cash games and find something that I can get into a groove in online, especially, has been good. Just getting smashed in tournaments, man. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. We might do this the rest of the month. I don't know. I'm tempted to have a go at it. Say we're also in the hold'em game, which I'll pull up now. Like, we haven't had any hands in this hold'em game. 3 blinds in here as well on WPT. Kind of interesting. They do bomb pots as well. But we avoided the bomb pot situation. Change the title here right quick. Good to see you, Joey. Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate you for being here. And yeah, we're having some fun this morning. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Let's go. This is a no limit hold'em. I don't know what it is about PLO. It just feels a little less painful. Like if somebody gets there, it's like, yeah, it's 4 card. It's just 4 card. When somebody gets, like when you get this suck out, resuck situation and hold them, it hurts so much more. When you get the suck, resuck, it's like, in PLO, you're like, you had 30% anyways, right? You have 40% equity. It's fine. When it happens in Hold'em, they have like 10% equity and you're just frustrated. You're like, no, that's not supposed to happen. It's been fun. It's funny, I'm actually more uncomfortable in the Nolan Hold'em cash game than I am the PLO. Like I feel right at home in the PLO, but in this no limit, I'm kind of like lost in the woods a little bit. Especially when a lot of money starts going in. Like these guys love to push the action here in these cash games. 3, 4, 5. Gutter ball. 2 spades on board. I mean, I guess 15 cents, right? Wow, we keep drilling these gutters on the turn. Can we make a little raise here and try and get some more value from the flush draws? I think so. Let's make it 90. Quick call. Clean run out. I mean, we chop with the 7s. I'd still like to try and find some value. Maybe against 2 pair, king 5, king 6. Oh, let's go. Pocket 8s will work. Pocket 8s will work. That's our first pot we picked up in the no limit. Kind of a slow start over here. 9-6, that's our hand. Skip over to the PLO again. Top pair here. I didn't realize we were multi-way. Didn't notice that other player was still in the hand. Pretty good run out actually for just middle pair. Ooh, but he had queens, queen 9. No river betting going on here. What's up with that? Very passive. Alright, hang around. Curious about these small blind hands, how aggressive we can get out of the small blind. It just feels like we're just going to play at a position it's going to be bad. So I just tend to try and avoid those spots. I don't know if it's correct or not, but just feels like putting ourselves into a bad situation. Letting everybody else have position on us when we don't have to. We can just fold. But with passive players, it's kind of interesting how often we can get them to fold. So many limps. It's like, when do I start raising hands like this? Obviously not folding. Could look at kind of combo here. Woo, that's a board. That is a board. We're just going to go pot here. Same kind of theory that we were in last time. We're just going to try and get some value. King of spades on the turn doesn't change anything. Doesn't really change anything. Just do a little check back here. We're going to control the pot. Don't want this pocket super big. Can we get a little juice here? I don't know what worse flushes are out there, but maybe some sets or 2 pairs we can try and get a little something from. Double suited. Very well connected too with the 5 deuce queen 9. You'll see it's gonna get brutal. I'm just so innocent right now. Just like, yeah, this game was fun. I'm not getting sucked out on in tournaments. Oh, man. What do we got here? King, Jack. We got a gutter. Flush draw, backdoors, 67 cents. I think I'm folding. Call me a wiener, but I'm going to fold. Look, we turn trips. Too much equity there. Shouldn't have folded. My bad, my bad. A little too much equity going on there. I think with gut shots, backdoors, maybe we can be in there. Maybe we can be in there. I'm regretting this raise already. I know with I know I'm regretting this raise already. No limit. Threes here. Terrible board. It gets worse. It only gets worse. Yeah, we're done. 3 in the river. Dumb raise. Should not have been in there, especially considering the ranges here. Ooh, that's a good one. The ladies. All right, we're going to see some action here. Oh, man. Oh, baby. Can I just click it, basically? I could have just called as well, I think. Wouldn't have been so bad. Get Nancy. Get Nancy. Nancy. See if he's going to be willing to put it in with his ace-jack here. He does. I might be beat. Yeah, we're beat. Just a cooler situation. I could have gotten away from this. I probably could have gotten away from this, but it's for 10 bucks. Let's go. 10 bucks. Can we get a 10? Can we get a 10? Oh, that's brutal. That is brutal. Cracking aces on stream. Let's go. Some bad hands in PLO that I had. I had 2 pair. Weird turn. Anyways, I'll show you guys here in a second. We're going to raise this one. That queens was very poorly played, and we got very lucky. So I'm very, very grateful for that one. We were just going to rebuy, so not too bad. As they say, did not come all this way to fold queens. I got to work to do on my No Limit Hold'em Bomb Pot blog tourney. Oh, let's go. Enjoy the 4-card streets. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for stopping in as well. Appreciate you for being here. Honestly, we might be bringing some of these hands to you eventually because I'm still learning this game. So, and I know you've got quite a bit of experience, more experience than what I have. So it would be great to pick your brain sometime on the PLO end of things. I know we have a few PLO players here in Rec Poker, but as you know, we like to stick to the tournament streets. But man, I'm telling you, tournaments are brutal. Tournaments are brutal. Extremely lucky there with the queens versus the aces. I'm going to try and 3-bet this one. I want to go like $1.50 at least. Let's go to $1.30. That's close enough. I'm not a big fan of this bet slider on WPT. I will be honest. I will be honest and say I'm not a big fan of the bet slider option. $3 in the pot. We got called from under the gun. I love this 3-bet. Not a fan of the call. Gonna go small here and pray for folds. Quickly called, but an ace on the turn will bail us out. Hopefully he doesn't have ace 7, ace 5. Those would be disastrous. Nines, drawing very thin. These are kind of confusing, to be honest, the insurance and all that. I mean, I'm not too worried about getting it. Hopefully he doesn't hit a 9 here. That would be bad. Let's go. Another nice pot going our way there in the PLO, in the no limit. Love to see it. You love to see it. Up to $42 in the cash game here. We started with 15 over here. Things are going really well. Started with 10 in PLO. Let's go over to check it out. The PLO streets. 300 big blinds deep. Almost 1,000 blinds in no limit. So the pot sized. So tempting to try and call and hit an 8 here in the turn, but lose to the 9s as well. That can also happen with the flush comes in. But yeah, everyone should go check out Joey's channel as well. He's got a great channel over there. I've definitely watched a few of the videos, but I need to get more well acquainted with Joey. He's got a pretty cool thing going with his YouTube channel, putting out content, grinding those 4-cards, those 4-card tournaments. Like I say, I want to pick his brain at some point. He's got some insight on how to play this game, so definitely go and check out his channel if you want to see some actual PLO advice from somebody that knows what they're doing. Not that I don't, but wow, what a flop. 9-2 with the aces. He friggin' hits the 9-2-2 flop. So much for the aces. Don't need the aces. Just need the 9-2. Just need the 9-2. We're going to take a little break here. We might start with fresh stacks, actually. I might cash out and take a quick break and then be right back. Check. But I'd say another few minutes yet before we pause for a minute. I'm going to fold this one. If it doesn't, I don't know. We're going to rabbit hunt it. Let's do it. King on the turn. Okay. King on the turn. Had to see it. Seemed worth it for 5 cents. Deuces in the cash game, just folding. In the cash game, in the no limit hold'em. This is a really good hand, actually. I don't like the 6 much. Yeah, it's gonna get this will be interesting. This is a good hand. We're out of position here, but I really like these double suited hands. Like it a lot less now. Nothing really going on here. I'd love to see some low cards. Love to see some low cards. 6s, 7s, 8s, 9s. Diamonds, obviously. Oh, quads. Quads in the PLO. I'm going to call here. I don't know if feels like a decent enough call on the button here. Queen high flush draw. Two of the pair as well. Flush comes in on the turn. I don't hate a bet here. I don't hate a bet here, chat. I think half pot's good, and then we can get the rest of it on the river potentially. Let's go though. Nice little pickup there. Sometimes I'll check those back, but it wasn't really nutty enough for me to check it back. I mean, they're going to have some worse flushes as well that we can get some money from, I think. There's some low card flushes out there. Well, let's skip over to no limit here. Called, there was a bunch of limpers and then a raise, and anyways, we're in there. Bottom pair, not a great situation for us, especially against a short stack. Probably just lay this down. Would love to have seen a diamond and an ace. 4 on the turn. So this is technically 2 cent, 5 cent, but there is a 10 cent straddle. So I may as well say it's 5 cent, 10 cent. I'm going to fold this one as well. This one here I'm unsure of. This feels a little loose. This feels a little loose. Short-handed. 9s and 8s. No flush draw. We do have top 2 pair. I'm going to go pot here. Plenty of draws. Jack 10 obviously flops us dead. Or, well, almost dead. But 2 quick folds. Let's go. Okay. Sweet. Thought there would be some draws there, some flush draws, and some other things. Check there. Middle pair. Pretty good for a limped pot. Small pot as well, 25 cents. I like keeping these pots small. Checking again. Alright, we didn't really improve at all on the turn. So we fold. I'm not going to play this one. Someone hit quads. Oh yeah, there it is. Feels a little loose, but we're so deep that I do want to play on the button as much as possible. Unfortunately, we don't connect. Easy fold. Right around quarter after here now, so I'm going to take a quick break for a couple of minutes, and then we'll be right back. So we'll see you guys here in a minute. That was a fun little first bit of the session. I don't know if I can sit out how long I can sit out for and jump back in. All right, I will be back. I'm going to stretch out for a minute, and I'll see you guys here in a second. Took a quick little break. We're back. And I think we can just sip right back in. 20 bucks. That works for me. That works for me, chat. And we'll jump back in some no limit. And we'll go for another 40 minutes or so. See what kind of damage we can do. See what kind of damage we can do here. Do appreciate everyone for stopping in, having a look at the channel. Be sure to stop in tomorrow for the podcast, as always, Monday night. Believe we're going to have a forums edition of the podcast as well, so that'll be fun. Looking forward to that. I'll be involved in that, as always. So it'll be good. Stay tuned for that. All right, let's cut back in here. No limit hold'em. Shoot. Sorry, I gotta make that small again and make it big on my end. Hello. First hand. Seriously? Let's go. I think we're gonna go 38 here at least. Seems like the sizing is a bit larger. Maybe just an effect of the straddle, I guess. Ooh. Okay, I don't think we're gonna play around here at all. Just be all in. Queens, ace, king. I don't think I'm too worried about it. We're just gonna run it. A 2-outer. Be pretty rough. Ooh, that had me a little scared there for a second. Ooh, all right. A little bit of a sweaty start to the second half of our session here. I'll fold that one. I just seen that edge of that card and I was like, no, don't do it. Don't do it after I had multiple times for insurance. So generally speaking, I won't take the insurance. If there's a run it twice option, I will mix that in. I will mix that into the fray. I like running it twice, especially in PLO. It really, really limits the variance. When we're already in a high variance situation, it's like, yeah, let's lower this down a bit. Especially when someone's drawing slim. I mean, you can run it twice and you're probably still going to win both runouts anyways. And it gives you a little leverage if you're ever in that same situation again. Kind of gives you that good graces of, okay, I ran it twice against you. You can run it twice against me, kind of deal. But not everyone's that forgiving, I guess. So a quick pickup in the no limit hold'em game. Nothing really to report over here. Had 3 to a suit here, so we were out of there. Straight flush though. Straight flush potential. Let's go right back to no limit. I think I might just call here. Beautiful flop. Can't complain about this flop at all. Got shot and top pair. 9 of hearts on the turn. I'm gonna go small here. Don't think he has a flush very often, but let's see if we can bluff catch here. I mean, we block everything. He has aces. Wow. Oh my god. He has aces. We lost the minimum there big time. Wow. Wowzer. Definitely lost the minimum there. How is that even possible? That was a crazy hand. I'm feeling really well. I feel really good that I only lost that many chips in that hand. That is really good. That is really good. Fold. The fact that we didn't 3-bet pre-flop. It went check-check at some point. I know there was a street it went check-check. And then we only had to pay off like $1.50 on the river versus a hand that is like got us really, really dominated in that spot. Yeah, that was good. I'm glad that we played that like we did. Let's go here. And it feels like an okay button hand. $1.40 to go. I mean, this is a really good price, especially on the button. We'll call. It's pretty wide, though. It is pretty wide, especially a bet against a big blind 3-bet. It's going to be fairly well defined. I probably shouldn't have called pre-flop. I don't know. It was just such a good price that I had to get in there. I would have turned the straight. The one card on the turn that we were looking for. Like there is literally no other cards, I don't think, that helped me except for that 5. Curious to see the hands here. Wow, and he rivered a flush. Oh my god. We still lose the minimum. We lose the minimum in PLO there as well just by folding. Wow. That was crazy. We're potting here. The button, I might just go like $1 or $1.05 or something like that. But where we're here. Oh, shoot. Alright, now let's try not to run into aces here. Oh, man. What does this guy have? He just have aces here. He just has aces. I don't need to see another card. I already know what he has. I would lay a side bet that he has aces there all frickin' day. All day. All dink dank day. Alright, we're down a little bit. Had to do a masterclass fold there to get away from aces versus kings. I don't think he ever does that with queens. I don't think. I think it's just aces. And some potential of actually having flopped the nuts with Jack 10. And yeah, that was a sketchy ass board too. Now I'm thinking, oh man, that was a rough board. Oof. All right. Glad we got away from that one. Came in for 20, so we're down about 750 now. Still got plenty of time on our session here to do some damage. We'll defend here. Suited ace potential. Not much going on now, except for that gorgeous little 8 on the turn. I don't think we need to put any money in here. Not much to report in the no limit hold'em. This guy could be just a wild man. He could be a wild man. I don't know. He could be a wild man, chat. You don't know. Paired board here, flush draw. We do have the pair of queens to go along with it. Queens and sixes, in fact. I think we're just calling. I think I need to raise. That is probably one of my least favorite cards on the turn, but he shouldn't like that turn either. Alright, let's see how wild he is. He is wild, chat. Okay, now we learn. Now we learn. Here we learn. Maybe should not have folded those kings. But we got it back either way. Let's go. And I don't know. I still think he had aces in that hand too. Call me crazy. Man, this 4 card is fun. I am enjoying it. Let's go. Huge equity favorite there as well. On the button, I think we block some of our outs with this hand, like the 2s and the 5s and the 3s. We all block. Everything blocks everything, so that's just to get out of the way. I got to get my charger for my headset. Just stand by here. Oh, it's dead. She died. Mute that for a second. Just mute that for a second. There we go. So last stream I noticed my audio was a little funny, so I just wanted to purely use the headset this time, so I keep that audio crisp. So we're up in both games, which is good. an interesting collection of cards, but I think if we want to get after that stack, we're gonna just a boat, just for the needle, just for the deck needles us a little bit here with our fold. So I think against this player though, we can just be patient. We can just be patient. Oh, we would have coolered the absolute crap out of him in that hand. That's hilarious. All right, let's keep folding. Oh, that king's hand is that was a spicy one. Yeah, there's been a lot of quads today. Quad aces, just seen quad kings on our hold'em table. Let's go to that hold'em table actually. A little change of scenery. 2 cards instead of 4. Calling here, great price. Bottom pair, backdoor flush draw. Multi-way. Wow, 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 wow. 50 cents to win $1 million. Not my favorite, but okay. 50 cents to win $1 million. I call. The hearts are looking good on the turn. Don't know if we'll be able to see a cheap river or not to try and get there, but it's looking real good. And we don't get there. 2 pair though. Good little bit of showdown here. Really worried about a jack. I don't know if I can call a shove though. Excuse me, by the way. Sorry, chat. I don't know if I can call a shove here or not though. Curious. I'm curious about that one. Kind of felt like it could have been a nice little bluff catcher. But I have 2 hearts in my hand, so I think we kind of want them to have more missed flush draws than us just having it. Don't really like raising hands like this. Multi-way. If it was blind versus blind. Blind versus blind in a tournament, we're definitely raising this, but in a cash game, we're just gonna see a flop. Not super excited about, man, quad kings again? Damn. Generally, I don't play 3 to a suit. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Something I wouldn't mind hitting Joey up about, especially hands like this, because they're not bad hands. But the 3 to a suit thing is kind of always been something that's I've wondered about. Like, surely there is some playable hands with 3 to a suit. This is a playable hand. This is a playable hand, I think. Good looking flop. It's a good turn because we beat the King 8s of the world. King 5 would be bad, obviously. I don't like this at all. He probably has a 5 here a lot. Yeah, he does. He has a boat. That one kind of stung, but not much we can do there except for call and lose, I think. Not much we can do there except for call and lose. We're back to our starting stack. So we lost our profit, chat. No. Queen 10. 10. 5. Interesting. Really want to try and call here to get there, but I think we just lose to so many hands already that I'm not going to try it. Tough spots here in the PLO. I don't know if I can fold those aces. I don't think I can. We're going to fold this one. Pretty much a set mine. And unsure what the limpers and all that are going to be doing. If we were on the button, for sure in there. Faux show. Well, maybe not for sure. It's still a pretty bad hand, actually. Trips are looking good. New player to the table, so they post. Ooh la la. Very nice. She's a 10. Good start as well. Okay. Quick raise, I guess. Oh, man. What the fuck? Fold, I guess. I mean, if we're going this hard. Yeah, I want to see the river. Oh, my God. I don't know what he had there, but it doesn't matter. Just absolutely blasting us. Damn. This guy's on a warpath. I don't know if... Ah, man, I don't know. I think there's too many spades there. That's going to get there too much of the time when he doesn't have a hand, and then when he does, we could be crushed there. Oh, man. That was a brutal one. That was a rough one. Such a nice-looking hand as well. I think he might have had a pretty strong hand there. He just played it so fast as well. Man, brutal. I think we are dodging some bullets. I couldn't get away from those aces earlier, which was a bit unfortunate. But I think we're doing pretty well here of bobbing and weaving. He could be leaning on us a little bit, but I think we're running into good hands. Good hands. Speaking of good hands, this is a pretty good one. Small 3-bet on the button. We're up against 2 short stacks here as well. Gorgeous flop. Multi-way here. We get the lead out. I just get the chips in here. So even if we're up against a 10, but we've got 2 of our outs covered here with the 3-4 of diamonds. I think we have a little $2 side pot going. 3-4 drawing completely dead. Oh, we drill it on the turn. We just need to hold. I don't know. I'm going to cancel. I don't think the board pairs that often. Another diamond on the river. I think that's good for us. That looks good for us. Let's go. Little double knockout in the no limit. Gets us up a healthy amount there. We're down about $6 in the PLO, but we're still sitting pretty. Still got a nice little stack there. We're just going to play out with what we have until the end of the PLO has not been treating us very nice. There's some better flops out there, for sure. Just fold. This has been a nice change up actually today, playing the cash games. A couple of hands there just recently in PLO that kind of making our head spin a bit, but overall we've had a pretty profitable day on the cash game streets. Definitely look for us to be doing this again. Like I was saying earlier in the stream, we might do this for the rest of the month until August. Take a little break from tournaments. This is a wiener call. I should be. I'm a bit of a loser here for calling with this hand. I should be in the muck, but overall though, there's definitely. Oh no, this is pretty bad. I was gonna try and be like, there's worse hands that I can call with on the button, but no, that one's pretty bad. Should not be calling with those types of hands. Just was curious. Wanted to see a flop. Always love playing on the button. I don't know, almost tempted to add on a little bit, but probably only going to stream for a little bit longer. So we'll just cruise along with what we got. $13. Started with 20. Nice looking one here. Let's go to 30. Some people still like to go to the 35. I don't think it makes too much of a difference. Not the best flop. Maybe we can just make a small bet here. 4 on the turn. It's a club as well, so definitely puts us in a spot. Check. And we'll just take our showdown here. I don't think we're going to get him off anything. I might have got him to fold that 10, but alright, now I'm just playing bad. Now I'm just playing bad poker. See if we can right the ship here a little bit before I go hang out with the fam jam. Father's Day. Did pick up another big pot in the No Limit Hold'em that I didn't show, but we turned a straight. So up to $30 in, over $30 in the No Limit Hold'em. Gonna go to 40 here with King Queen. Versus this random hand from the, just coming in here. I had to post his blinds, so we'll take the free money. Another tempting call here in PLO, but I'm just going to fold. Let's go right back to No Limit. You guys seen it. Jiggities. No right way to play him. See if we can find a way here. I'm going to go with my 38 that I was doing earlier. Keep it consistent. Versus short stacks again. We see a shove. Just calling here. Ace King. Yeah, I'm fine to run it. It's just a small pot here. Still looking good. Just going to run it. See if we get sucked out on here in the river. Clean. Love to see it. Picking up more pots in the No Limit Hold'em streets. Let's go. Almost back up to the stack we had before we went on break, which is excellent. PLO's gotten a little tougher though. We've made a couple of big folds. I had to make one call where I was fairly certain that we were behind. Don't mind a limp here on the button. Open-ended on the flop. We do block one of our outs though with the 8, which is kind of unfortunate. Only 3 8s left in the deck. out of there. Squeezing. This ace-5 off. Kind of just wanted to get heads up. Some passive action here, limping. We are out of position, which is a bit unfortunate. This is not really the board that I envisioned. Maybe some small betting going on there, but out of position it's going to be really, really tough, especially with deep stacks. Not getting him to fold any diamonds unless I think I'm ahead with just my ace high, but also hard for us to improve as well. This is a much better looking candidate. The same thing. I think I went to 54. I'm going to do the same thing again. Could go even a little bit bigger where I'm in small blind, but this still seems okay. Still seems like enough. Nice little pre-flop pot. Kind of been waiting to get this guy in this PLO game back, but he's a pretty good player on my right here. He's making it a little bit more challenging. Still happy about how I've been playing overall, though. Couple spots I definitely have questions about, just for overall overreaching strategy in the game. Just versus like when we're going to be ranging people who are opening from like under the gun, and what kind of calling ranges we should have, especially when you know it's they open and they're on our immediate right and they open. You know, what hands are we calling? What are we 3-betting? That kind of thing. I'm kind of imagining it like no limit. But we're adding the extra cards and obviously a ton more equity with different draws and such. So I would suspect that the more nutted our draws are going to be, like double suited, ace X, king X, the more amped we're going to be to try and put money in the pot. But I think if we just have like naked kings with, you know, 6-5, you know, single suit, and under the gun opens, we're on their left. Where are we sitting at? Like, do we just prefer to call and try and set mine, or should we even be in the pot in the first place? Interesting hand here in PLO. I'm actually going to bet the turn. Open-ended here. Let's take it down. First pot we've won in a little bit there, small one. Limp pot. Sometimes you just need to win a pot. Doesn't matter how big it is. Sometimes you just need to win a pot and get you back, right back in the zone. I've not been playing very good poker here since we've returned from break, so actually fortunate to only be down this much. Kind of had some big situations versus these two players, the one on my right and the one directly across from me here. $1.20, man, oh man, he loves doing this. Such a great hand in the small blind as well. For no pair, it feels like that's a really good hand, but with this kind of action, we're just going to be gone. Going with the wind. Such a sweet looking hand, though. How pretty is that looking? Unfortunately, small blind is non-ideal. Non-ideal situation, especially in a 3-bet pot. Alright, we're going to play a couple more hands and then we'll be done. I'd like to try and find one more big hand in PLO for us to play on the stream and then see if we can get a big all-in situation. Double up or go home. I mean, I like keeping the pot small in PLO. A little bit of small ball in PLO. Kind of take a little bit of that limit hold'em kind of thing and bring it into PLO a little bit where you can manage the size of the pot and not get, you know, not go broke in these kind of situations where you have a strong hand that you know you have to call with, but you're probably going to lose a decent percentage of the time, like that aces situation I had earlier. You just manage the size of the pot, and then that way you manage your, you know, limits your losses. But if you crank that pot up, man, you can really dust it off quick. That king's fold was fun earlier, though. That was a fun hand. Hey, let's go. Jack 9-2-2 here. Diamonds. Gonna get 3-bet. I don't know if I'm gonna fold or not. 75 cents to win $1.50. Gonna be out of position, but we'll call it. We're winding down on the stream here. No diamonds, no pairs. Well, we do have a pair, but not a good one. Quick, easy fold. Quick, easy fold. Another tempting one. Not going to do it though. It's a raising, re-raising. We got some action players here. Picked up another nice little pot there on a bluff. In the no limit hold'em up to $40 in that game. Things rolling along quite nicely there. Looking for a spot in PLO though. We're gonna try and play one more big hand here for the stream, and then we'll sign off for the day. Imagine family is getting anxious to see my emergence from the den. I'm going to cash out of the no limit hold'em. So we're out of that game. We're just going to focus on PLO here. So that was good. We were in for 15 in the no limit, and we cashed out for just a little over 40. So that was a good, profitable little session there. Spent that on the back half of the no limit. Bankroll looking really good on WPT right now, so hopefully we keep that rolling. And stay tuned for more cash games. I think we're going to keep this going as well. Next week we'll be on 888 poker. Been a while since we played on 888. With Scoop and stuff, we just got busy with playing on the other sites, so we'll be back on 888. Planning on mixing in Party at some point. Going to keep an eye on their series, see what they run for events. Aces versus Kings. with the open-ended for the kings as well. Very, very rough run out for the kings there. Small blind here. We're going to see what we have under the hood. Buddy on my right here has been torturing me in the small blind. I can't play any hands. Not hands like that anyways. Alright guys, I don't think I'm going to find another hand. I think we might just call it good there because I can hear people getting antsy in the other room. So happy Father's Day, everybody. Glad everybody tuned in. Really, really fun stream today. Profitable sessions as well. And looking forward to watching these back. The aces hand is interesting. The king, like where I called off where he had a boat and it was a paired board. And then the other one was the king king deuce deuce that we had in the PLO as well. Kind of unsure of that one. I don't know. That player was super aggressive, so there is a chance he might have had the queens there. I don't know. It really felt like aces to me, some kind of combination of aces, and very, very wet board as well. Like he could have queen queen jack or something like that and just have a gut shot and flush draw. I don't know. Anyways, we won't know, but it'll be an interesting conversation to go over that hand. Appreciate everyone. Joey, thank you for stopping in. If you haven't checked out Joey's channel, be sure to check out Joey Pigtails Poker. He plays a lot of these kind of cash games and stuff like that, live cash and the no limit and PLO as well. So if you're interested in learning how to play some real PLO, go check out Joey's channel. But fun to play around for sure in the cash games there on WPT today. So check us out next week. We will be back on 888. So looking forward to that as well. I think we might stick to cash games, to be honest with you. Had some good results today. So like I say, stay tuned. Appreciate everyone for being here. Happy Father's Day once again to all the dads out there. We'll see you guys next week.